Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. This is Mike Brenner, and we are continuing our coverage of 2016 college football team previews. Right now, we're going to take a look at Oklahoma.
Yep.
Today is Friday, July 8th, right?
Yes.
Yes, and Oklahoma is the third choice behind Clemson and Alabama to win the national title, about plus 1050. Of course, is a strong favorite to win the Big 12 at minus 128.
Well, Pete, since we've been doing these videos, this is the third one, and all three of them were in the playoffs last year, and they're all favored again.
It makes sense. And I mean, when you look at Oklahoma, I mean, obviously the offense awesome. Mayfield returns, so there's no reason to think. I mean, they're going to have to replace the talent that they had at receiver, but they should be able to. The defense looks like it might be even improved. The offense definitely geared to win. Maybe this is a boring analysis, but I'm not sure I'm seeing anything that makes me think that we should expect anything different from Oklahoma. Well, except that Oklahoma does have a history of underperforming and underwhelming when their expectations are high. They're the kind of team that often does better when their expectations are a little lower, and when they're this high, the third shortest odds to win the national championship, they tend to overwhelm in the past. But I can't look at anything on paper that indicates to me why that would happen this year. What do you think?
Well, they were 11-1 going into that big game last year against Clemson, and I personally thought it would be a lot tighter, but they got blown out, and they got blown out in every category, okay? What it is this year with Baker Mayfield coming back, he's good. He's a winner. This kid, they got to keep him healthy, though. That's the thing. All right, my concern, even though the defense, he only graduated 2 starters, okay? There's the thing. Oklahoma has a light schedule this year compared to years past, and what you just said, they tend to underperform, Pete, when their schedule is light. And it's really weird because I don't think that's the mentality of Bob Stoops, but it's what he is displaying. I mean, you're looking at UCM. I mean, Ohio State early, right, and Texas, but other than that, they don't have a whole lot until they get down to West Virginia and the end game at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Right? And I look out for them to overlook a bunch of teams, and I think the spreads are going to be inflated. Might be some value there.
Yeah,
but
and I'll tell you what else. They do have some question marks on the offensive line and just the way they play. Mayfield does to take some hits.
Yeah.
And if he goes down, the backup situation on paper, at least, with college backups, sometimes a backup can come in and be and all of a sudden within 2 games be a marquee player. But
absolutely,
on paper, the backup situation is not very good. Mayfield takes a lot of hits. There's question marks on the offensive line. If he gets injured, it feels like it's going to be a whole different ballgame on paper.
Yeah, and I'm going to make a prediction here. I don't think they're going to be able to maintain the health that they had last year. All right, and I don't think, even with this lighter schedule, I don't think that they're going to be the same team. And the reason also is the fact that this is a team that averaged 52 points a game last year, Pete. And when push came to shove and they got on the big stage, they scored 17. So there's not anybody can tell me that every one of the teams on their schedule are watching that tape of that defense and how they defended them, because something happened. There might have been a fluke because of this 52-point average. So look out. I'm not high on them this year, but I'm fading them.
Far be it for me to put words in your mouth, but it sounds like you might be leaning under 10 win total, minus 125.
Absolutely, Pistol Pete.
Yeah,
absolutely.
In our preview of Clemson and Alabama, we both said that even though they're the 2 favorites to win the national championship, we felt like there might even be a little bit of value with their lines here at plus 1050.
And I think the 2 that we already did, Clemson and Alabama, they're going to be in the hunt at the end. This team, I don't see it happening, my man.
All right. Very interesting analysis, Mike Brenner. Yeah, I think the key will be Mayfield. Maybe they'll be one of these teams that comes out explosively, has a big offensive production in the first week or 2, and then suddenly things start to fall apart.
And then a week schedule. What I want to let our viewers know that, hey, early videos like this, we're giving an edge. We find these early edges, like a team total, things of that nature. That's how you cash these tickets. And you know what? It's all about playing with the right book. College football's coming, okay? So check out one of the guys that are top rated with us, because you want to get paid. And also do us a favor. Click that like button, all right? We like doing what we're doing, and we're hoping you appreciate what we do.
All right. We'll see how they do in their opener against Houston, and of course the big game against Ohio State will answer a lot of questions. Thanks, Mike Brenner.
Right. Go Oklahoma.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.